Hello and welcome to Pieces of Work. I'm Corey, and these are my thoughts on Omerta. I just got back from watching this film at the Hong Kong International Film Festival. It was playing at Kowloon Tong? I think that's how you pronounce it. The Festival Grand, cinema at a mall on that side of town. I just got back to my hotel room and I thought, all right, I'm just going to give you my thoughts. It might sound a little bit like verbal diarrhea, and I apologize for that. But this is one of those movies where I just need to get my thoughts out. I just need to talk to you guys about it because so many people want to know what this movie's like. Like, is it good? Is it fantastic? Is it shit? Well, the good news is the movie is incredible. It's one of those things where I don't want to sound like I'm bigging this thing up, but I think this will get, if it doesn't get Oscar nominations, not that I give a shit about the Oscars, but I can see this getting Oscar nominations, at least for Best Foreign Film. I actually think Rajkumar, hopefully I've pronounced his name correctly, he deserves more awards for this movie. He won quite a few for Newton, which I liked. I thought that was a very good movie. I actually enjoyed Trapped more. Trapped was one of my favorite films from last year. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But this guy, he's a real gem. He's a fantastic actor. He just keeps delivering and delivering and delivering. Every performance is different. Every performance is layered. He doesn't really have a style. He just plays the character, and he does it really well. In this, I'm sorry, I've got to look at my little note here. He plays Omar Saeed, who is a terrorist. Now, movies like this are going to be controversial. This hasn't been released in India as far as I'm aware. I think this will have a similar effect on India as Anirudh Kashyap's Black Friday, the movie he made about the Bombay bombings. These movies are very similar because both Omerta and Black Friday come across as like, they feel like documentaries because they both use footage from the events, and that's what Omerta does very well. This movie is really shocking and at times feels like a horror movie. This might sound like a weird comparison, but I had flashbacks to Wolf Creek. I need to explain myself there clearly. Rajkumar plays Omar like a complete and utter psychopath. He is really scary. Now, if you've seen Wolf Creek, it starts off, it leads you into this false sense of security. So we meet Omar, and he's just a guy. He seems really friendly, really nice. He's meeting all these foreigners. He's playing chess. And all of a sudden, he turns into, like, Hannibal Lecter, or, I would say he's very similar to somebody like Hannibal Lecter, but the Mads Mikkelsen Hannibal Lecter. He has a charm, and he's likable, and he's handsome, and he talks to people, and he convinces people. He convinces some woman to get in a van with him to go look at some sights, and she does. Next thing you know, she's got a gun in her face. This movie does that thing where it plays with time as well. The first 25 minutes to half an hour plays like a horror film. It really does. Like something like Wolf Creek. Then we get flashbacks to, I guess, how this guy was radicalized. We get scenes with him and his father. I enjoyed the father character because he felt like a real person. Never does this movie feel like propaganda or anything like that. It does feel real. It doesn't paint every Muslim to be a terrorist, which I liked, because obviously that is not true. This is a thing that actually happened. This is a guy is still in prison. He was sentenced to death, still hasn't got it. The movie really is about, well, the reason you would watch this film is purely for the performances. Mainly Rajkumar, he is amazing. Like I said, he won awards for Newton. He needs to win awards for this. I personally believe that this is his best performance to date. He is absolutely terrifying. He will give you nightmares. I've got to sleep in this bed tonight. I'm going to have nightmares. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night. The movie, like I said, it uses documentary footage. It uses real still shots from what was going on in Serbia and Bosnia. And it's brutal. This movie is a very graphic movie and at times unpleasant. There's a scene in this movie that I predict will be talked about for many years. I'm not going to tell you what the scene is, but trust me, when it happens in the movie, you will not forget it. I saw this film in a packed cinema. Every seat was filled. And when this scene happened, you could feel the tension. You could feel... It was weird. It's like the person sitting next to me, I could feel their guts turning and, feeling uncomfortable. What else can I say about this movie? It will be controversial when it comes out in India. I do predict that. This will most likely cause a divide, but I do feel that it will have a similar impact to Anirudh Kashyap's Black Friday, and that's a good thing. The only issue is when Black Friday came out, it did have distribution issues, so it was pirated a lot on DVD. Please do not download or pirate Omerta. Go to the cinema to see it. It's only 90 minutes long. It's fast-paced. It's really fast-paced. I like movies that are fast-paced, but I do think if I have one criticism of it, it could have been half an hour longer. They could have fleshed out some of the scenes a little bit more and given us a little bit more details, because there's this American journalist that comes into the final act of the film, and I felt that his story was a little bit rushed. They could have set him up a little bit better. But the actor that played that role was very good too. There's this one scene where he's held hostage and Rajkumar is they're just looking at each other right in the eye, and he says, "I'm not scared of you." I was scared of him. So, look, you guys need to watch this film. I'm sorry this isn't my normal type of film review. I did just get back from the cinema and I am here in a hotel room in Hong Kong. But trust me when I say that this is one of the best films I've seen in 2018. Obviously, we're early in the year, but you guys won't be disappointed when you see this movie. It'll make your hairs stand on end. It will give you chills, and I think I'll be having nightmares tonight. Make sure you check it out when it hits cinemas. I obviously highly recommend this one. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Check out my other content. The film quality and stuff is better than this, but obviously I'm in Hong Kong in a hotel room, so I don't have my usual setup. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and as always, peace.